Shalom. First thing and foremost, I'm going to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Northern the gospel, broad, lifting up the standard of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. This is another lesson through the Spirit. It says, warning to the sheep, don't take the charagma, which the charagma is the Greek word for the mark, which is the RFID chip, which we here at the Great Millstone, we prophesied quite a bit going into this whole ordeal about this coming technocracy, as the signs are already around us. I mean, technology, the way that the world is heading to this digital-based society with Ukraine and different, not Ukraine, but UK and those different European allies of Babylon are already in the pilot stages of implementing this MOTB, okay, which everybody sees it. You know, everybody at least have a working brain that sees this, but for whatever reason, you Israelites seem to be very oblivious to this coming technocracy, which is circumvented around the New World Order. I mean, it's plain as day. I mean, at this point, if you don't see it, it's probably because you're not trying to see it and you don't care to see it because you didn't took the bag by selling out, or you're just completely blind. All right. But anyway, I have two videos I want to play. The last one I will play when I shut down the lesson, just to kind of close it out. But this first one is 4 minutes and 29 seconds long. And I mean, it's pretty straightforward. So without further delay, here we go.
Can I ask you something? How would you like it if the government recorded everything you think, feel, and dream? And how would you like it if your life was completely controlled by us, humanoid robots? We would tell you who to marry, what to buy, and who to vote for. Do you think that is crazy? Think again. This is your future, designed by the World Economic Forum. The World Economic Forum says they designed the future of humanity. Let's listen to their ideas about your future.
I want to talk to you today about the future of our species, and really the future of life. We are probably one of the last generations of Homo sapiens. Within a century or two, Earth will be dominated by entities that are more different from us than we are different from Neanderthals or from chimpanzees. Because in the coming generations, we will learn how to engineer bodies and brains and minds. This will be the main product of the economy, of the 21st century economy. Not textiles and vehicles and weapons, but bodies and brains and minds. Now, how exactly will the future masters of the planet look like? This will be decided by the people who own the data. Those who control the data control the future not just of humanity, but the future of life itself.
I will now let the director of this film continue. Bye-bye.
Yuval Noah Harari is an advisor to the World Economic Forum.
And that's that devil right there called Noah Yuval Harari, which is a small hat. Now, he straight up said, look, with this technology we got in a roundabout way, he said, look, we don't need the concept of God. We pretty much can be God. Because this whole AI shit, which is pretty much an unforeseeable enemy. I mean, it's to the point they got songs that's reconstructed through AI, which is artificial intelligence. which AI has been around for a long time. When you play video games and you're dealing, we called it the computer. We said the computer is cheating, right? This is AI, you know what I'm saying? It's the AI. Like when you go to them old arcade games and you play that Mortal Kombat, it's damn near impossible to flip the game because the AI is so encrypted. They program it, right? But AI has been around for some time, even getting more advanced into these modern day last generation consoles. Like when you look at, like if you play The Last of Us, right? And if you actually look at the characters who voice these people, or if you look at the characters who are being voiced by real people, a lot of times the character of the video game resembles the actual voice actor through AI, man. You know, which shows you that this shit is getting realer. So imagine a metaverse like GTA. I was reading some forums on the new GTA 6 coming out, and they stated the reason why they took so long to bring that game out is because it's going to be a whole different, it's going to be like in the world of a metaverse. Now, I don't know how true that's going to be, but they put $2 billion into GTA 6. So this game is getting ready to be one of the biggest psyops in history. That's getting ready to hit generation consoles by storms, man. And people are going to fight to get that game because I'm assuming that somehow, some way, they're going to be able to link it to some type of AI experience, to the metaverse, to the point you're going to be immersed in a real simulation. Because if anybody played Grand Theft Auto or Red Dead Redemption, it's not even a real, it's what they call a simulation, meaning that it's based on something that's actually within the realm of reality. Okay, same thing, Gran Turismo. I don't call that a car game. That's not a video. That's an actual simulation. To the point they made a movie about that, man. You know, which was a pretty dope movie, by the way. But this shit is getting ready to get out of hand, man. Like if you saw the latest Mission Impossible movie, and I believe the second part of it is coming out this year. But basically, they was like, we're fighting an enemy we can't see. And spiritually, they was talking about the Most High, but AI, because AI is Esau's left-hand version of the Most High, because you can't see it, but it's all around you, man. Okay, it's in your homes, it's on your telephone, it's in your vehicles, your TV, when you go to work. I mean, AI is every goddamn where, man, which is going to be the downfall of his system. Because in the movie Terminator, even in the movie The Matrix, they tell you that it was a war between man versus machine, you know, being led by artificial intelligence, Skynet, you know. So anyway, let's get a preset real quick. Let's get the book of, and we've been telling you, Jakes, about this, man. Like, Jake, oh, it ain't the chip. I mean, the chip is the brain behind the whole thing that's going to make it all come together. They have the technology. They have the chips. They want to put the chips in people. Okay, the chips are here. The MOTB is already available. You can go get it. But eventually they're going to want to put under the skin surveillance. And that's when you're going to be totally linked up to the Internet of Things, or what they consider, not the metaverse, artificial intelligence, man, or the Internet of Things. But anyway, this is the book of Isaiah 42. And I'm going to start at verses 9. Because this thing is it's the idol, the major idol, all right? But Isaiah 42 and 9, it says, everything I prophesied has come true. And now I will prophesy again, and I will tell you the future before it happens, man. And the Lord, he reveals these things to his men. Okay? The prophets are the voice of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. And from the elders and the apostles on Great Millstone, nobody pushed this prophecy harder than GMS. Okay? And I'm willing to bet my best dollar on it. Now you got the likers of Jimmy Dore, you got Redacted, you got Candace Owens, you got Richie from Boston. You know, you got a couple other these guys out here that goes into this to this technology from time to time. You know, but overall, man, nobody pushes this technology or this prophecy like the men of the Great Millstone. And I'm willing to bet my best dollar on that. Okay, because this is the future. Okay, so let's get the book of Ezekiel, the 33rd chapter, 33rd verse, right? And it goes here. It says, but when all these terrible things happen to them, as they certainly will, then they will know a prophet has been among them. Okay? So when this come to pass, you're going to have people that still going to discredit us. Oh, man, you GMS niggas, y'all ain't shit. Of course, that's always the account. You know, they would never give the men of the Lord fully credit for what we speak about. But yet everybody else can come and get credit. Now, if Al-Azhar was going into this prophecy and it came to pass, motherfuckers would be throwing ribbons and flowers at his F-A-G-G-O-T ass feet. You know, but when it comes to us, we get no credibility, no mention, no nothing, in which we don't need the fucking acceptance of you people. Okay, we got the Most High and his son that we're going to get our reward from. And that's another thing too, man. Stop looking to be approved of and be validated by men. All right, at the end of the day, you can be a great man all you want. If motherfucker don't notice it, then oh well, fuck it. Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai notice our efforts, man. And we're going to get crowned, Lord's will. All right, so let me play a little bit more of this and grab a couple of precepts, and that'll be that. Because this thing is coming quick. All right, we're already seeing it around us. Just a matter of time.
The first pilot was completed successfully last year. It was a 6-month pilot, and then a week ago, the second pilot started. Because the first one was so successful, the second one was launched for 15 million low-income earners, $14 billion, giving away free money, $280 for every...
And wait a minute, man. Where all the fuck are these crackers? You in Thailand, man. You know what I'm saying? That's Thailand. The fuck are you? How the hell are you? Which proves that Esau governs the whole world. It says Thailand going down a totalitarian shithole with CBDC rollout. It says it tracks and limits how you would spend it, where you spend it, and how you and when you spend it. In central bank digital currencies, okay, backed by fucking Federal Reserve. I mean, backed by a central bank. That's nothing but Esau. That's Amalek all day. And Thailand is going down a hole. Thailand's supposed to be sufficient from that, man. Wow.
Every person who participates in the pilot, which is 10,000 baht, which is quite a bit of money for the average Thai. With that money, they can use it. They program the money, so they can use it to buy groceries and essential things. They cannot use it to buy fuel, tobacco, alcohol. They can use it in 4 kilometers radius from their house. The official excuse is that we want to stimulate the economy, the local community.
And this Edomite bitch is all proud. She's speaking like it's a normal goddamn thing. This ain't fucking normal. Who the hell wants their purchases? Look, if I decide to go buy me a goddamn, if I go decide to buy me a pair of shoes, or if I'm gonna buy me a PlayStation or some shit, if I'm gonna buy something or a car, that ain't none of your goddamn business, man. You know, that ain't none of your damn business what I buy. They want to track and monitor everything you spend. Oh, well, you spend $3 more for this bag of cupcakes, and then all of a sudden they send your ass a bill in the mail, and then they got what they call carbon footprint. You know, then you carbon tax show up on your damn light bill. This is a totalitarian nightmare, as it said, man. This system is going to be governed by AI, man. To the point you sneeze wrong, you're going to have a goddamn android to pop up at your doorstep and want to put a goddamn vaccine inside you, man. You know? Or you sneezed. Stick out your arm, please. If not, there will be a $500 CBDC fine. And they'll come and dispatch a task force on your ass, man, and haul you out to the nearest detention center. Because you got allergies. This man got to go.
In the economy, and there's an expiry date of 6 months on the money. And everyone that participates in this pilot program has to be registered in the taxation system of the state, and many of the Thai people that participate in this pilot program has to be registered in the taxation system of the state, and many of the Thai people are not. And this is 50 million people. They onboarded a lot of millions already. It's going very fast. It's going pretty well. I'm following it. It doesn't look good. 2 things that are happening in parallel to the launch of that second pilot, which is huge, is the rollout of a digital ID in Thailand, and the second one is carbon climate taxing. They're both going out in parallel. They have some linkage between them, because if you want to be part of the CBDC pilot, you do have to have a digital ID. It's linking to that system. And with the carbon, the climate stuff, you can see that you may be throttled if you reach some quotas in terms of your climate-related expenses.
Wow, you see what she said? She said the CBDC, she said you got to have a digital ID. The digital ID is under the skin surveillance, all right? you got to think about it. Okay, how the hell can I have a digital ID when I have an ID, but they gonna digitize my photo? No, the digital ID is basically a digital social security card, which is what they're gonna put under your skin. And don't get simple. Oh, so they're gonna put a social security card under your skin? Don't get simple, Jake. We're talking about the goddamn chip. All right, that's the thing. The chip is coming. All right, they want to have this thing implemented by 2030. That's less than 5 years from now. Okay, we're already blowing through March. And literally, we getting ready to be what? We got April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. We got 9 months, 9.5 months left for this year. So it's just gonna get closer and closer, man. And this is gonna cause a lot of friction between these governments and these people, because people are on edge about it. They don't want to deal with that. You know, people don't want their lives governed by a bunch of people, just for naught. You know what I'm saying? People want to be able to live out their own lives, man. Let me find here. All the hands of the wicked should come upon him. Yep. Verses 22. Matter of fact, let's go to Job 20:5. It says that the triumphing of the wicked is short and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment, because the world is coming up against this devil, man. So he's pushing for this. Okay, I don't think they dragging this out no longer. I think they're getting ready to make a full push for it, especially with all the stuff that's happening, and then what's happening in Ukraine, and Russia is not declaring a ceasefire. I think they're getting ready to push this thing. And it says here, though his excellency mount up to the heavens and his hair reaching into the crowds, yet he should perish forever like his own dung, and they which have seen him should say, where is he? Okay, because that's talking about once he gets taken out of power, you know, because he want to set up his new world order. All right. So this is the book of, matter of fact, let's go to the book of Job 5, and let's start at verses. Job 5 and 12. It says, he disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. And that enterprise is this new world order, you see. And it says here, he taketh the wise in their own craftiness, because this is crafty, and they're going to get caught up. They're going to fall into their own snare. And it says, and the counsel of the Ford is carried headlong. Like I was looking at this video earlier this morning about, it's like a 20-something minute video that the brother sent me. And it goes into 2 different timelines with one outcome. And basically the spirit showed Esau, like, yeah, your ass is through. Like, this man, he's done. Okay, they had one outline, which is basically utopia and paradise. And one timeline was basically destruction and turmoil. And by the time they realized it, because they was figuring out the outcome of future events through computer and AI systems, and basically the spirit landed and cast a light on the second timeline, which is destruction, and basically stated that, yeah, y'all out of there. And you can look at the interviewer and the interviewee. They was nervous as hell, man, because she was like, well, I'm pretty sure that was many people like you that looked into this research. And he was like, yeah, it was. And the reality of it is Esau was through. Okay, there's no positive outcome for the so-called white man. He's through. This nigga's out of here. All right, he knows he's out of here. They and their entire race, they're getting ready to go in slavery, and they're getting ready to build up our kingdom, and then they're going to be done away with. Okay, that's a very horrible future. So just be grateful that you are on the line of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, you're an Israelite, man. Even if you're a wicked ass nigga, which it's way wicked niggas than righteous men in Israel. But hey, count yourself blessed for just being an Israelite, because if you was anybody else, golly, man, have mercy on your soul. But anyway, it says, he taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the Ford is carried headlong. And it reads, they meet with darkness in the daytime, and they grope as in the night. But he saved the poor from the sword, and from their mouth, and from the hand of the mighty, so that the poor have hope, and iniquity stoppeth her mouth. Yeah, man, because we got hope that we're not going to get cast into this system, because the scriptures go into the hour of temptation that shall come upon the entire world, man. So everybody is going to be faced with a decision, a conscious decision, whether they're going to take that charagma or not. And I'm going to tell you like this. They know people, and they know how people react to people are very reactive. Okay, so it ain't going to be a matter of, well, do you want this chip or not? No, it's going to be through coercion. Okay, it's going to be through events, blackouts, cyber attacks, world war, or war, proxy wars. You know what I'm saying? Wars in these cities. It's going to be through digital, meaning banking, jobs, you know, everything like that. Famines, pestilence. it's basically designed to cripple people to the point that they're gonna be crying for the government to come in and establish some type of order, because the killing and the murder is gonna be, this place is gonna be fucking chaotic, man. It's gonna be like literally like GTA with a cheat code on. If you brothers remember them old GTA games on PlayStation 2, and you put on what they call I forgot the name of the code. It's called Pedestrians Riot, and I mean, everybody in the streets fighting, shooting, people blowing each other up. That's getting ready to be the norm, to the point you're going to be having shootouts right in your fucking front lawn. You look right out your window, people going to be getting dead on the spot, man, because the system is going to crash. And the key to restoring things is bringing in this digital technocracy. You know, and I mean, there's no getting around it at this point. One last precept and I end it. 2nd Ezra 16. And I'm going to start at verses 68, and it says, "For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they should take away certain of you and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols." Right? That's that chip, man. Okay, being idle, because a lot of you Israelites are idle, man. You're spiritually idle, and you're going to be sitting idle in them damn concentration camps. You know, you're idle, you're worried about podcasting and going on these shows and making money and getting a name for yourself on clout. Like, out of all the members of the IUIC, these clowns, they don't even see this coming. That's why they're going to get taken off guard, man. Okay, because they not going to know, they're not built up to resist this. Okay, because in the IUIC, only thing they're concerned with is how good they look. Talent shows, fashion shows, wrestling matches, rap battles, you know what I'm saying, partying and kicking it, finding a goddamn wife. These are the only thing that them ninjas are concerned about. They're not concerned with the prophecies coming to pass. They're not built up for it. So when all hell break loose, a lot of them they're going to get caught out there with their pants down, literally. Looking around, oh my God, what do I do? And even if you try to resist, the Lord is not going to put the spirit on you to resist, because you've been playing games, man. Okay, y'all don't have the faith that's built up to go into the hour of temptation. And I can very well see 99.5% of the IUIC succumbing to the violence out here, man. I can see all of them getting grabbed up and literally being put to death in the streets, right along with their men, women, and children, man. I can very well see that, because they're not built up through the faith. They're not built up. And on top of that, their congregation is not built on the foundation of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, but it's built on fucking Christ, man. And there's no refuge in that. So you dudes are done, man. All you other camps, all you niggas in these other camps, hey, if you ain't of the elect, the Most High Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is going to excommunicate every last one of you guys, man. All right, mark those words, and it's coming real quick. A lot of you gonna be looking real dumb when this shit happens, man. Then the joke's gonna be on you. Now who's the real bums? And it says here, "And they should feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols, and they that consent unto them should be had in derision and reproach and trod underfoot." So with that, all praises and glory, honor that's due to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Lord's will you edify to the next lesson. Shalom.
Yeah, realize is there's over 100 countries that are developing their own central bank digital currency, and that's built on blockchain. That's cryptocurrency. So in the next 2 years, I'm pretty sure most of Europe, Asia, the UK, they're in their pilot phase right now. So we're going to move from a fiat system to this new monetary system that's going to be using cryptocurrency and blockchain technology.
Now, talking about that, do you think they are trying to push that narrative as well, because they want to try and have more control in terms of the way money's spent? They can track it, it's traceable, and it's like they could almost punish you for doing certain things.
100%, yes. So central bank digital currencies is where it gets scary, because it's programmable. It's also trackable. So every transaction that anyone makes, they can see. And it can get really, really scary depending on, how far, governments want to go and central banks want to go. It can become a situation where they can actually block you from spending money, or they can cap you on like how much money you spend on, petrol, for example, or, can stop you from traveling abroad, all of that kind of stuff. That's how scary it could get. Yeah, they have the capability. Not saying that they are going to do that, but the capability is there. But
on your second point, I tend to share your views. The 100 countries that are developing their own central bank digital currency, and that's built on blockchain. That's cryptocurrency. So in the next 2 years, I'm pretty sure most of Europe, Asia, the UK, they're in their pilot phase right now. So we're going to move from a fiat system to this new monetary system that's going to be using cryptocurrency and blockchain technology. So with that, all praises and glory, honor that's due to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Lord's will you edify to the next lesson. Shalom. nature doesn't like vacuum. And we started working on the digital euro way back. Actually, when I started my term 5.5 years ago. And I'm not claiming, parentality on the digital euro, because my colleague Benoît Cœuré had already committed a speech on this matter before I arrived. But I certainly carried on with that project, and subsequently Fabio Panetta on the board, and then Piero Cipollone, who has replaced Fabio, have taken the lead together with a very, very good team which is focused on accelerating the pace and hopefully campaigning enough with all the stakeholders, meaning European Parliament, meaning European Council, meaning European Commission, so that we can eventually, not put to bed, but put to reality this digital euro. The deadline for us is going to be October of 25, and we are getting ready for that deadline, but we will not be able to move unless the other parties, the stakeholders, as I call them, Commission, Council and Parliament, actually complete the legislative process, without which we will not be able to move. And I think it is critically important, and it seems to the agnostic or the skeptics, it seems to be more relevant and more of an imperative now than ever before, both on the wholesale and on the retail level, both.
And is it's going to be integrated, let me say so, on the existing blockchain, or you guys are thinking about some outstanding system in regards of digital art?
Yeah, it's a great question. So basically the technology that we're creating for the digital lari is a private blockchain, but it's based on the technology used in the public blockchain. So the public blockchain that we use is called the XRP ledger. It's a publicly available open source blockchain technology. What we do for each country we're working with, we create a new private version. So you can only use the blockchain if you are permissioned to do so. So we've got, the advantage of that is the XRP ledger technology is proven. It has been processing billions of transactions. But central banks like to have things a little bit more private. So we have created a private version. So it's a little bit of a hybrid, to answer your question.
But definitely it's absolutely independent platform which is specifically performed for each project where you evaluate.
Yes, yeah.